Hey dolls and friends, welcome back and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michon and I do weekly DIYs using majority of Dollar Tree and other affordable items. But if you're not new, hey doll, hey. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you guys just a few thrift flips. I got all of my items from the Goodwill, and I think you guys are really gonna like this video. It is also a collaboration with some of my sweet friends here on YouTube. If you've been around for a while, you know that I collaborate with this group of ladies every month, and every month is a different theme, as well as a new co-host. So make sure you head down to my description box below. There you will find the link to the playlist so you can get even more inspiration using some thrifted items. And also, this video is sponsored by GlassesUSA.com. They recently sent me a few pair of glasses because I am blind. More on that in a bit, but for right now, let's jump into the DIYs. Okay, so I got a couple of these signs and frames from the Goodwill. They were $3.99, $2.99. I believe both of them actually originally came from Hobby Lobby. So what I'm going to do is just remove the backing out of all of these and just use a small screwdriver. I was pleasantly surprised in the first one that the fabric came off of the backing. So that's good for future DIYs for me. And then for the larger one, I just had to use my flat head tool from the Dollar Tree and kind of just pull up the backing of it. And this had the Hobby Lobby sticker on it, so I know it came from Hobby Lobby. So I just pulled everything up, sanded it down, and removed the chicken wire backing. Then I sanded it down a little bit so I can get a nice smooth look, and then used my Waverly chalk paint in white and gave this about 2 coats, but I also did the sides. I just kind of did it in sections so that way it wouldn't clump up on me. Next, I'm going to take that chicken wire backing, and then I am going to paint that using my moss colored chalk paint. Then I'm going to take that second frame that I had and paint that using my crystal colored chalk paint from Waverly. I used a large chippy brush to paint my chicken wire, and I did it on top of the frame backing that the other one came on because it just was better, made my space a little bit cleaner. And I just did 1 coat on both sides. So I did the top first, and then I flipped it over and did the back, and I also did the side. But I really wanted to give this a pop of color to go with this whole vignette that I have going on. So as I stated, this video is sponsored by GlassesUSA.com, and they reached out to me a little while ago to see if I wanted to try some of their glasses. And of course I say yes. I am always in need of new prescription glasses and new sunglasses, period. And I absolutely love this online company. They are so easy to order from. They're super affordable and their styles are super pretty. So when you log on to GlassesUSA.com, they have tons and tons of styles for you to look through. They have eyeglasses, sunglasses. They even sell contacts. They have a great page where you can just go to the brands to see the type of brands that you like. I am partial to Ray-Ban. I love Ray-Ban sunglasses, but I was really excited just to kind of go through and look and see what they have and what you can choose. So the first place I went was the sunglasses area to look at the styles that they have. And I mean, there's tons of different sunglasses styles out there. And the options on this website are endless, seriously, you guys. And what you can do also, what I really like, is you can upload your own picture to see what you would look like with these glasses and sunglasses. I think that is the coolest part because so many times we don't know what kind of it's looking like when we buy it, especially now we're in a time of a lot of online purchasing. So being able to upload a picture, of course you have to scale it correctly, but being able to upload a picture and then essentially virtually trying on these glasses, it was extremely amusing to me, but it was also very helpful. So once I went through and chose the glasses that I liked, then I'm just going to take you quickly through what it looks like here. You can choose your sizes, and I love that you can put your prescription in. So whatever your vision is, nearsighted or farsighted. If you don't need any prescription, you can just buy them as fashion glasses. But I chose to do a prescription. You can fill it out online, upload the image of your prescription, or use a saved prescription if you've already shopped on here before, or you can send it in later. So what happens is you go through to purchase your prescription glasses, and then you send in your prescription later when they are ready to ship it to you or before they're ready to manufacture them. So yeah, it's super easy. They're super affordable, and I really, really love the look of all of these. I think they are so, so pretty. And you can even put your prescription in your sunglasses. I'm telling you, the options are endless with Glasses USA. I promise, if you really need something like this, go ahead and check them out. They're really affordable, and these are just really cute, stylish glasses. I really love how each of these look on my face, and I've been obsessed with them. So if these glasses are something that you think you'd be interested in, or even if you want to gift somebody some sunglasses, or you happen to know their prescription to get them some new prescription glasses, go down to my description box below. There you'll find the website link as well as my coupon code. All right, dolls, let's get back to the DIYs. All right, so next up, I'm going to head over to my next frame. And all I'm going to do is just use my Waverly chalk paint in crystal and give this one good coat. That is all that it needs. And I did use my larger chippy brush to do that. And the reason I'm doing one coat and using my chippy brush is I want to make sure that it keeps all of these distressed lines on it. So the reason I also did that is so I could see. So one coat is enough for you to see the blue, like the faint blue color, but also I wanted to be able to peek through the distress line. As I'm letting all of my frames dry, I'm going to take this Home Sweet Home sign that I got from the Dollar Tree, as well as some 16mm half wood beads. So what I'm going to do is cut off all of the jute twine and the floral, like the greenery piece on this sign. Then I'm going to use some painter's tape and cover up the actual Home Sweet Home phrase. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to paint this, but I don't want to paint the phrase. So what I'm going to do is tape it off really well, and then hot glue down my half wood beads. Now you can use super glue gel. I would actually recommend super glue gel for a long-term hold for your beads, but I was using hot glue for video purposes and it worked just fine, except for in a minute you'll see one of them fall off. Once that is all glued on there, then I'm just going to take my Waverly chalk paint in a white and a regular paintbrush and just paint all the way through. I did end up using a chunky brush that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I don't know if Dollar Tree has these anymore, and I like to cut off like the head of the chippy brush so it's not so like spiky, so it just is like even and it's like a flat like brush head. But anyways, I use that to get all in the crevices and the creases of my beads. You see one of them fell off right there. That's what I'm talking about. Once it was done and it was all dry, then I just removed my painter's tape and it's perfect. I didn't get any paint anywhere and I really like how it looked. Then I took some eucalyptus greenery. I just took some stems off of a bunch of picks that I had and just decided to lay them on the left side or the right side of my sign. I think I used 4 stems on this, and I just kind of manipulated the stem and then hot glued it down. This was actually a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be because the beads, it was a little hard. So in the end, what I did is I took some jute twine and wrapped it around the bottom of the last stem to be able to keep it in place and it have a finished look to it. And I just hot glued it down for it to stay, and then hot glued the twine stem on top of the last bead. As you can see there, my bead kept coming up, so I just had to keep redoing that, but it's totally fine. That's what it's starting to look like. This is what my crystal blue frame looks like after it's dry, and then I'm going to use my finger sander and sand down in the areas where I kind of wanted the farmhouse kind of vintage or, weathered look to show. Then I took a piece of burlap that I kind of folded over a few times, and then I'm just going to hot glue it to the back while hanging my circular sign. Thought I wanted to use some twine because I wasn't sure how the burlap looked, but once I had just hot glued everything down and then cut it down to size, it looked totally fine, and it was just as I envisioned, to be perfectly honest. I really like it. My work phone keeps going off, y'all. And then next I am taking that white frame and the chicken wire, the green chicken wire now, and I'm going to start to assemble that. But first I took my finger sander and I went to town on this white frame. I did a lot. I probably should not have done 2 coats, but I really did not I felt like this one was overly weathered. So I needed more paint to cover up the imperfections. And I just like the way that I am able to sand down to give my distressing look. I didn't like the look before, so I guess I should give myself a little bit of grace on there. But it was a lot of cleanup. It was pretty dusty, but hey, it made me happy in the end. And once that was done and my workspace was all clean, then I just took the chicken wire and replaced it back, and then just used the same screws that I had and screwed it all in. I really, really do love this piece. I love the simplicity of these 2 frames. I could not be happier with the way that they both turned out. But I have one more element that I want to do to complete this. And these are these vases from the Goodwill. They were only, I think they were $2.99 each, and they actually came in a set of 3, but I could not find the third one. It's a smaller one, a shorter one. I could not find it for the life of me. I don't know what I did with it. They all came with some twine and a seashell attached to the rim of the vase, but I couldn't find it, and I was really upset about it because I just know that the third one will make the look even more complete, but it still looks really, really good. So all I did was just took some jute twine and hot glued it directly underneath the lip of each of the vases and just wrapped it around until I was happy with the look of it. And that's it for this one, you guys. Super easy to create this, and these flips made me so happy. Oh my gosh, thrift flips are about to be my favorite because all you need is a little bit of paint, maybe just add something really quickly to it. But this looks so good, and it's going to look really great on my kitchen foyer cabinet. I have this extra space in my kitchen that this is going to look so great on this cabinet, and I cannot wait. Go over to Instagram and you will be able to see it. It's going to be so pretty, but I love this. Let me know what you think. Alright dolls, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you check out the playlist so you can get more thrifted inspiration. And also make sure you check out glassesusa.com if you're looking for some new specs. Alright dolls, be blessed, stay safe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye!